Welcome back to the tea party. We're not quite all mad here yet, and I'm going back to my handbag roots a little bit here, and today we are doing a handbag unboxing. I know this doesn't really match with any of the content that I've been putting out on this channel, but it does because it's not just an unboxing. Because this is a designer brand bag that I took a chance on Mercari, and I'm going to be attempting to restore the bag. It sounds like it's not packed really well, which is a little disappointing. I'm just opening the box and I'm gonna lift it out of here. This is what it was put in to ship. And let me now reveal to you what this is. Ta-da! This is, if the authentication is legit, a Louis Vuitton Speedy, and it is a really old one because it is missing a style tag on the inside. This has a smell, and I don't know what that smell is. It does smell a little musty, just like old, but it also smells like a perfume or a room spray, or I'm not really sure exactly what. Past a certain point, once you go back a certain number of years, these bags didn't have tags on the inside with the make dates on it. So this is a super vintage bag. I'll post here the exact year that they started putting those tags into their bags, but this bag was said to have come from an Uptown cheapskate store. The person who purchased it from there had it for a while and the zipper came off, so they wanted to just get rid of it instead of trying to have it repaired. The zipper was not included. I have already tracked down some places where I can get a replacement zipper from, but I wanted to get the bag in first to actually measure the zipper length. It looks like it came undone from the inside of the bag. Oh. So now that I'm getting another look at this, I'm wondering if maybe this zipper was replaced once already, and perhaps there are remnants of the original zipper still here, unless this is just how these bags are made. The construction of these bags is actually very simple if you're someone who sews. I'm gonna try to show you some of the details on the bag. Maybe I'm just too confident in my own skills, but I think that I would be able to replace the zipper entirely without much of an issue. It'll have to be hand stitched. I would not attempt to do this on a machine. The handles, yikes. These look awful. And they can look terrible even when they're clean. I did already purchase replacement handles, and not just the handles, but the chaps as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to replace the chaps, but I am leaning that way. These are beat up pretty bad. The leather is beat up. The listing price at the end of the day on this bag, I'm not including shipping and tax and all that, was like $211. And I kind of just level set with myself that even if this ended up being something that honestly would just end up in the trash, I needed to be comfortable with that much money being just sunk cost. It does have maybe some mildew. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna mold treat this baby. I'm surprised that the piping is all intact. It's dry, but it looks like for the most part it's all intact. It doesn't have bits of the piping sticking out of it or anything. This also could just be something that's not mildew. Oh, yeah, it looks like there was something spilled There is a stain on the inside of the bag. Yeah, there's some stuff going on here. We're gonna treat this. We're gonna treat it, we're gonna clean it. This is what I'm talking about. I don't think that they had this pictured on the listing. But honestly, not that big a deal to me. I think I can handle that. I will make it a point not to have this around my other handbags until it is thoroughly treated. I spray this with a anti-mold spray, and then I would leave this sit in the sun so that if there are any like mold or mildew spores, whatever the spray doesn't get, the sun should kick its ass. Yeah, the smell is coming from the inside of the bag. So this had to be like, maybe it was from a lady that sold it. Like I said, it was a Mercari listing. The canvas is really surprisingly soft. I'm surprised at the canvas being that soft. I've always anticipated it being stiffer, but like I'm turning this inside out without too much of a problem. And I think I will come at treating the inside of this first with the mold spray, let it sit. I'm actually looking at the sun pouring in from my window right now, so it might be a good time for me to just go ahead and hose this down with the mold spray and let it sit outside. And I might tackle this side first. I know this looks kind of gnarly and it looks sus, but I don't think that's mildew. I think this is fabric lint because it's in other corners of the bag as well. And I am going to record this process. Look at, that's in such nice shape because this flap has been over it and protecting it versus this bag has just been used a lot. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing. Like I said, I feel like maybe some work has been done on the zipper. This does not look like something that Louis Vuitton would do. You see what I'm talking about? It has that weird little loop on it. Maybe they do, but why? It started to come apart on this end, as you can see. So I tried really hard to honestly get this bag out of my head for such a long time. And I've tried purchasing other lower price point barrel bags and I don't reach for them. This, I feel like, is something that I would reach for, and I may even be so bold as to include something somewhere on this bag so that I can put a crossbody strap on it. I don't want to put a crossbody strap on the handles. I know a lot of people do that. I hate that. It drives me insane. So if I'm going to be replacing the zipper on this anyway, I may just take the opportunity to try to figure out how to put some type of D-rings on here so that I can clip my D-rings on and use this thing. But that's all I have for you for now. I know this is kind of anticlimactic, but I wanted to share the unboxing so we kind of had like a point of reference from where we started, and this is it. And when you're doing DIY stuff, it doesn't have to all just be about crafts. This is something practical. This is something I've wanted for a long time, but I'm not willing to pay Louis Vuitton's prices. I like the idea of having something old. I also recently purchased a Coach Metropolitan Brief in black, and it is a pre-94 bag. It's another purchase I made on Poshmark. I did have that one authenticated in the Facebook group. If you know, you know. I'm just waiting for the seller to confirm the sale. I'm a little concerned because of what the price point was that they might cancel it and not send me the bag. Unfortunately, that's a thing that happens. And those bags, I think, are going up in value right now on the resale market because of the Devil Wears Prada 2 like behind the scenes photos that have started coming out where they're showing the character Andy with a vintage Coach Metropolitan brief. Not gonna lie, that's why I wanted one. I had been looking at those bags and other similar like vintage Coach, like the briefcase bags or the messenger style bags. I did end up purchasing this, and my intention was to take it on a trip with me, but it was so heavy. And I've reached a point where I can't stand to have stuff pulling on my joints. Honestly, I think that bag is going to end up being resold. If you're not here for handbags, let me assure you, I am preparing to go to Tampa Comic-Con tomorrow. And I will be dressed as Princess Serenity, and I will be handing out silk roses and other various flowers. So if you're at Tampa Comic-Con, come find me, get a photo if you like. I will be wearing a mask, but I don't mind taking the mask off if folks want to take a picture. I'm totally okay with that. Like I was just talking about with my joints, I have a rolling, it's actually a sewing machine bag that I purchased a while back for the sole purpose of being able to transport my things in a roller bag instead of having to have something on me when I have to carry a lot of stuff. Obviously, going to a convention, you would likely be carrying a lot of stuff. I also can't carry a backpack because I'm going to be wearing wings. So a backpack will not work with the fit. I'm hopefully going to be able to carry a purse, but we'll see. So if you haven't checked out my Princess Serenity photo shoot photos, you should definitely go take a look at that. That's over on my Instagram account. My lovely friend Megan, who is a retired photographer, stepped in on that project, and it was in honor of a friend of mine who passed unexpectedly, and that was the best thing I could think of to just honor her memory, because she was a huge fan of the Magical Girl protagonist, and Sailor Moon was something that we connected on a lot. So very thankful to have had Jen, Sailor Jen as I call her now, in my life for the period that she was here, and loved connecting with her. She was a great human. Definitely impacted other people's lives in very significant ways, I'm sure. And mad props to my friend Megan, who stepped in to help me with that, because otherwise I would have been trying to do self-portraits while in all of that get up. I did have an outfit or a costume upgrade, so I'll be showing that tomorrow, and yeah, I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I'll be posting a vlog of my trip to Tampa Comic-Con, and I'll also be sharing updates on this. I also started on the sword sheath for my belly dance instructor's flame sword, and that's not ready to show off yet. There is some quilting involved in it. It's just super minor quilting, and I'm hoping to have that together soon to be able to share that with you guys as well. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more DIY content, self-awareness content, or just some fantasy geek millennial lady and her cat, go ahead and subscribe. I upload videos most Fridays, and I'll see all of you ethereal little dumplings again real soon. Bye!